Hey guys, we're here at Hit or Miss Archery in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm going to be testing out the new 2017 line for what's out right now. It's mid-November, and this is Neil with Hit or Miss. So he's going to explain a little bit about each bow we shoot.
Alright, first of all we're going to be trying out, this is the Elite Impulse 34. It's a 34-inch axle bow, 6-inch brace. It's got a very good draw cycle. My favorite thing about the Elite bow in general and the Impulse is the let off. It's got really awesome let off. When you get this bow to full draw, you almost have to push this bow to get it to go forward. But I really like this bow. It shoots really well. I'm shooting a Victory 37 for my 3D bow, but we'll let Nick shoot this one. Yeah, one of the cool things that Elite does and some of the other companies do is they have these dual limb stops. So once this draw stop rolls over and it hits the limb, where some of the other companies, their draw stop is going to roll over and it's going to hit this cable. But when you get to full draw, you have that little bit of what they call a spongy back wall. So this is going to roll over and it hits the limb, or it can't go anywhere. It's solid.
Draw cycle's nice. That's it.
Super quiet, dead in the hand. There's no vibration in it.
No vibration. I like the grip too.
Yeah, that's another one of my favorite things about the Elite bows is their grip. I really
nice grip.
Partial to that grip.
It's real comfy in the hand. I don't know if it's the wood or what. Yeah. It's real hard at the back there. Yeah, that's solid. Solid.
This next bow that he's going to be trying out is the Xpedition Denali. Xpedition is an awesome company. They were actually aerospace engineers that run this, or that do this company. They got some incredible machining. If you look at the machining on this, it's just absolutely beautiful. And the bows shoot amazing. I shot the Xpedition Eccentric myself last year for several months. Took it on a few hunts with me and absolutely love the bow. It's quite amazing how this new of a company can be doing as well as they're doing. They've actually won Bow of the Year, and they shoot really good. So this bow is going to be a 35-inch axle bow and almost a 7-inch brace height. It's just under 7 inches. So it's got good speed to it. Again, it's going to be dead in the hand, super quiet, and we'll just let the bows speak for themselves.
I'm excited to shoot this one. I've heard a lot of good things about it. You're getting 70 pounds?
70 pounds, 29 inches.
Oh, wow.
Another real solid back wall.
Yeah, that one does.
Dual limb stops, the same as the Elite.
I can tell you that the price
Fast. You can just hear how fast that moves.
I like that draw cycle.
The draw cycle is really smooth. Yeah, I can go boom in for you. Shoot that last one.
You can stay back here for a while. That let off is kind of real good.
Yeah, it has 80% let off as well. But on that Elite, you'll just notice that the hump at the end of it allows you to stay back a little bit and feel a little more comfortable at the back wall. Where this one, if you relax just a little bit, it will go. The Elite, you have to almost push it. Where this one,
I like how light it is.
this is going to be the lightest one that you're shooting out of all the bows.
Wow, 35 18 is that light.
It's super light. Another thing, I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the camera, but it's pretty, that limb is pretty radical looking at full draw.
Yeah.
I think it looks kind of cool.
Man, it's dead in the hand.
Dead in the hand.
I like that.
No vibration in it. Alright guys, this next bow he's going to be shooting is the PSE Evolve 35. This is a new cam system out this year from PSE. In my opinion, I think PSE hit a home run with this cam system. It offers you an adjustment right here to go from 80, 85, or 90% let off. Again, one of those cool things you can get to full draw and just sit there and hold all day if you need to wait for that shot in the heels. It is a 35-inch axle bow, 6.5-inch brace, and I believe the speed on this bow is 340. Another really good shooting bow from PSE.
Check it out.
Draw cycle is really nice on this bow as well.
Oh, that's different. 70 pounds?
70 pounds.
Are you sure? Yep. That did not feel like 70 pounds. Huh.
So it's not quite as fast as the Denali, but the draw cycle is really smooth.
Yeah.
And then again, that 90% let off is kind of nice.
That draw cycle didn't feel like 70 pounds. There's like some humps. Wow.
You have to push it, huh?
Yeah. Push it. Slight vibration in the hand. That 90% let off, and you could hold it for a while.
Yeah, it's nice.
Especially for
PSE,
hunting.
this year new to PSE is this roller guard system too. Really cool that PSE did that.
Oh, it moves both ways.
It does.
End up in that. That is cool. Man, that draw cycle is smooth. That is something. You have to get used to it. Do they come with 80-pound limbs?
No, they don't. Not on that bow, they don't.
Because this almost just feels too easy.
It does. Yeah, that, like I say, they hit a home run here with that cam system.
Man, that's nuts. The bow does slightly jump a little bit, but
It's again,
And,
it's a pretty light bow,
yeah.
so that'll take a little bit of jump. But all right, and this last one that he's going to be shooting tonight is going to be the Mathews Halon 32. Last year, Mathews released the Halon bow. My first call to my rep was, why is it only 30 inches? I'm a longer axle to axle guy, and he said, you know, have you even shot the bow yet? And I says, not yet, but it's only 30 inches. After shooting the bow a little bit, I absolutely fell in love with the Halon. There's a reason why it won as many awards as it did last year. I think this bow probably won more awards than any bow has in the past. And they made a 32-inch version this year for 2017. So cross-eccentric cams. This bow is absolutely dead in the hand. The only downfall that I can say anything bad about this bow is that it is a little bit heavier. It's going to be heavier. It's going to be the heaviest out of all the ones we shoot tonight. But I think that's part of the reason why it shoots so good. Again, 70 pounds.
Okay. Nice.
It's quiet.
70 pounds. The draw cycles, it's smooth. It's heavier at the front. It's real nice and just
All the way.
all the way through is real nice. Yeah, and it just stops.
Draw stop on the limb. I mean on the cable.
There.
So this doesn't have the limb stops like the Xpedition or the Elite, but it does have rock mods, which roll, both the mods roll in and they hit the cable at the same time. You just don't feel. One cool thing about the rock mod is whenever you're drawing back on the rock mod is when it comes in and it rolls over and it hits those cables. Yes, the cable, when you hit the cable, there is that going on, but when you're hitting both of them at the same time, and as long as your bow is in tune, it's still pretty solid. And I like a real solid back wall. That's one thing that's cool about the Xpedition is you roll in and you hit and you're locked in there. But what's one thing, if there's something to trade off, one cool thing about the rock mod is when you roll in, at least you kind of roll into it and it just like settles and it doesn't slam into it.
But it's still really solid feeling. You still feel safe back there.
Yep. Well, there's pros and cons to both of them. Another cool thing about Mathews is they put out a focus grip. So this is the flat back. They have a focus that comes kind of to a raised point here. It's still comfortable, and then they have their old school wood grip, the big wood grip.
Yeah. It's a nice bow.
Which one's the winner?
Oh man, I don't know. They're solid. All the new ones are solid. That PSE has an incredible let-off, awesome draw cycle. This one is real smooth, real dead in the hand. The Xpedition's dead in the hand, the Denali. So is the Impulse, which that was the 34, the 16.
We won't know what Elite does until ATA show come January.
So we'll have to wait a little bit for that one, but it's going to get an idea, kind of get the ball rolling now. You know, we're doing this for me and my specs. You know, you want to be able to get to your archery shop and come down to Hit or Miss in Albuquerque and be able to try out all these bows here, just like I'm doing. Talk to Neil, he'll tell you everything you want to know about him. So will the rest of the guys here.
And that's one thing I do recommend, guys, is we have guys come in here and they're always stuck, not always, but a lot of guys are stuck on a brand. They'll come in here and they'll say, oh, I'm a Hoyt guy. And we do have Hoyts here as well. We just didn't get one out tonight to shoot. We'll do that when he comes back to make his decision in January. He's able to shoot the Elites as well. But guys will come in and they'll say, oh, I'm a Hoyt guy. And they won't touch any other bow besides Hoyt. I've been one of those guys. I'm fair to every company that I represent here in the shop. I'm not partial to anybody. I do appreciate every rep of mine that's stepped out and that's helped me out and has allowed me to put product in the shop. But I do recommend, because everybody likes a little bit something different. Some guys will like a smoother draw cycle. Some guys will want more speed. Some guys will want a longer axle to axle. Some guys will want solid back wall. As I am here with Nick tonight, I don't try to push him in any direction. I'm letting him shoot all these bows, and he's going to make his own mind up. I'm not going to try to push him to buy any particular thing, because if he makes up his own mind without being told what he should buy, then he's going to be the most happy with his buying experience. So that's how we try to handle every single customer. All my guys know that. I've told them never to push any brand name on anybody. Let them make their own decision, because in the end, it's what feels the most comfortable in your hand. Again, what I was talking about with grips with Mathews, sometimes it comes down to just a grip. Maybe you might even like one bow, the way it shoots over another, but this bow feels better in my hand, so that's what I feel like I can make the best shot with, because it feels the best in my hand. Every time I come back, it just sits there, it feels good in my hand. So that's what I recommend, and I encourage everybody to do when they're buying a bow.
Thanks, Neil. I appreciate your time tonight.
No problem. Thanks for coming in.
Definitely, we'll do it again.
Alrighty.